They poisoned him, froze him, ran him over, fed him rat poison and antifreeze, and he still wouldn't. This wasn't a movie. This was real. And it happened in 1930s New York. This is the story of Michael Malloy, the man who refused to die. Welcome to Times Crimes. So it's the middle of the Great Depression. New York is cold, money's tight, and people are getting desperate. Am I even talking about the Depression anymore, or am I talking about now? In the Bronx, 5 small-time criminals, led by a speakeasy owner named Tony Baloney, Tony Montana.
You wanna play games? Okay.
Tony Marino, cook up what they think is the perfect crime. It's an insurance scam. Fellas, it's simple. We give the guy an open bar tab, he drinks himself to death, we collect. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy. Their target? Michael Malloy, an older Irish immigrant. Now he's down on his luck, unhoused, and like 1 or 2 other Irish people I know, known for his extreme drinking habits. Aye. He's in. So they take out multiple life insurance policies on him under a bunch of different fake names. Forge some signatures, and they even give themselves a name. The Murder Trust.
What? What the?
Little, on the nose, don't you think, Tony? So they set him up at Marino's speakeasy. The idea? Unlimited drinks. To be honest with you, not the worst way to go. Just let Malloy drink himself to death. But the problem was this. Malloy just kept drinking.
Stop drinking beer for breakfast!
Stop drinking coffee for breakfast.
Day after day, night after night. Free booze. Yeah, no, it kind of sounds like a vacation at this point, huh? Maybe we all need more friends like Tony Baloney. Anyway, there's no consequences. Malloy doesn't even slow down one bit. Honestly, doesn't even seem fazed. Hit the spot. One pour me another. At one point, they even said that he finished an entire bottle of wood alcohol in one sitting. Which is crazy, because I'll smell tequila and catch a buzz. But anyway, Michael's basically like Frank the Tank from Old School. Except he's real and very Irish. So the Murder Trust realizes that the alcohol just isn't working. So they escalate it, take things to another level. So they start trying to lace his drinks. Antifreeze, turpentine, rat poison. Now look, man, I don't know. If you laced any of my stuff with like rat poison, turpentine, or anything else, I don't know, feel like it would taste maybe a little off. But not Malloy, no. Just a little burp and a smile.
Yeah, boy.
And then he asks for seconds. So at this point, what they do is they try feeding him raw oysters soaked in the wood alcohol that apparently Malloy had a hankering for. But still, nothing. Sardines even stuffed with carpet tacks. Nada. He drinks all of it and just keeps showing up day after day. If I didn't know any better, I would just say that Malloy is made of leather and Irish magic. Now, to make it even worse, Malloy just keeps getting healthier. One guy even claimed that Malloy looked more energetic than when they first started this whole nonsense. Homeboy was thriving on poison. These dudes are losing their minds. Somewhere along the line, there was even speculation that they even started arguing over who had the worst idea. One guy suggested feeding him soap. Another one said to give him some broken glass and a sandwich. To be honest with you, though, at that point, Malloy probably would have just thought it's like throwing some chips in your sandwich. Just made it a little extra crunchy. So the Murder Trust starts spiraling. This was supposed to be easy. Instead, it's a nightmare in 5 chapters. So they try something different. What they do this time is they take Malloy and they soak him in a bunch of water. And basically they leave him in a New York alleyway overnight with sub-zero temperatures.
Why?
So homeboy wakes up the next day and goes straight back to the bar. Like the trooper he is. Hey, yo, Tone, he's like a cockroach in a trench coat. Look at him. So then comes a car attack. Yeah, you heard that right. Car attack. So these dudes drive this car straight into Malloy at like 45 miles an hour.
Damn!
Now it hurts him. Malloy's hospitalized for a couple of days, but he doesn't die. He literally just walks back into the bar once he gets out of the hospital and asks for another round. Now, I don't know if this is true, but there's even a rumor that he offered to buy the first round after he got back out of the hospital. You just can't kill Irish hospitality. This dude was built for war. So at this point, the bar tab alone had cost the murder trust more than the life insurance payout would have been had they have taken care of Michael initially. These dudes tried everything short of what you would see in Looney Tunes, dropping a piano on the guy. So at this point, Malloy became more of a mascot than a mark. You know what, Tone? I kind of like the guy now. And the longer this guy survived, the more suspicious that the regulars at the bar became. One last hurrah. They finally go for one final attempt.
Stop it. Get some help.
In January of 1933, they wait for Malloy to pass out. Once he does, they shove a gas hose down his throat and pump a bunch of carbon monoxide into his lungs. That's the thing that finally kills Michael Malloy for real this time. But by now, it's too late for these guys. Local coroners and neighbors had become suspicious by now. Malloy had been stumbling in and out of the bar for weeks, and he was basically a local legend. And then suddenly, he's gone. Quietly buried under a fake name. No family notified. No fuss. So an investigation opens, and the webs just start unraveling. Witnesses come forward. The bar staff even starts talking. So the case hits the newspapers, and the public becomes obsessed. Who was this guy? How did he survive so much? Was it all even real? So the press gives him some pretty cool nicknames. Iron Mike, Mike the Durable, even the Rasputin of the Bronx. I'll drink to that one. That was a pretty good one. So the murder trust is finally exposed. All 5 men are arrested. 4 of them are sentenced to death and executed at Sing Sing. The 5th, life in prison. So it turns out trying to kill somebody 5 different ways isn't just illegal. It's also wildly ineffective. So Malloy became an urban myth, a legend. And even now, historians and writers bring him up as being one of the most absurd murder attempts of all time. His story has been featured in books, documentaries, and even some trivia nights that pop up in New York. Some say he was cursed to outlive the people who are even trying to kill him. So, yeah, Michael Malloy, the man who just wouldn't die. He turned a half-baked insurance scam into one of the weirdest, most legendary true crime stories of the 20th century. And whether it was luck, resilience, or just pure Irish spite, Michael became a walking ghost story even before he died. Next week on Times Crimes, we get to dig into the case of, I'm probably going to butcher this name, so I'm going to read it. Vassilis Palaiokostas. Palaiokostas. Palaiokostas? God, I don't know. I suck at this. Anyway, he was Greece's most wanted man. Pulled off not 1, but 2 dramatic prison escapes. Both of them by helicopter, and he was never caught. Hey, before you go, by the way, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and leave a comment. Tell us how many lives you actually think Malloy had. This is Times Crimes. The past doesn't rest easy. We're here to make sure it doesn't get away with anything either. See you in the next one. God bless.